Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that. As always, if you have any more suggestions, you can feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Any topic is welcomed. And yeah, today it's all about your next chapter in life. So what's coming for you? I think it's a very interesting reading. And as always, you have 3 pals that you can choose from. And today, for every and each pal, I choose the Fool card. So you can either choose the card, or of course you can also choose the crystal above it. So this is going to be pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is pal 3. Now, as always, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And if you're interested, or you would just like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what's the next chapter in your life? What's coming for you? Now, my dear, first I would like to start with some tarot cards, and afterwards we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. So let's start first and let's see what's coming for you, my dear pile 1. What's the next phase in your life? Let's give it one last shuffle for my dear pile 1. What's coming for you? Alright, so let's see. For my dear pile 1, what's coming for you guys? What's coming? What's coming? Okay, so 1 card. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. Let's continue. Knight of Swords. For my dear pile 1, what's the next phase in your life? We got, let me put it a little bit more up here, the Page of Wands. We also have the 3 of Swords. Let's continue. For my dear pile 1, what is the next phase in your life? What's coming? What's the next phase? All right, we have the Magician, Page of Swords. What's the next phase? For my dear pile 1, what's the next phase in your life? Oops. Okay, let me see if your card fell. All right, and we have the 4 of Wands and the Temperance card. Now, let me just very quickly make sure that all the cards are visible. All right, I think it looks good. Okay. And at the back of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups here. All right, so my dear pile 1, what's the next chapter in your life? So what's coming for you? There is quite a lot we need to talk about. First of all, what I'm feeling here is that the next chapter in your life holds a lot of opportunities. And in fact, opportunities on different levels. But let me dive a little bit deeper into it. I feel like the next chapter in your life can be pretty busy. So for now, I'm starting with the career aspect here, okay? So when we look into your career, it really feels busy to me. As an example, if you are working somewhere, this is the kind of energy of someone who gets different projects, right? Or this job opportunity. You're just gonna have some options regarding choosing here, and I just feel like your hand is full. You know, as an example, with the Ten of Wands being here, the Ten of Wands is actually a card which, you know, can signify a lot going on. Someone who has a lot that they need to take in, someone who's quite busy when it comes to maybe their responsibilities, right? Or what they have to do. And in combination with the Magician card, I really feel like, okay, there's one thing you need to know, and this is something, it's almost being urged here for me to say. It almost feels like your spirit guides are trying, yeah, for you to know that, for you to understand it, that you are someone who's incredibly skilled. You are someone who has a lot of potential to go all the way. Even though you may sometimes, you know, underestimate yourself or think that you are not as good as other people, these are all illusions. This is really your ego or your programming. You trying to make yourself small through the subconscious, you know, BS that you may have gathered throughout the years, that people may have tried to put into your mind. But you are not small. You are someone who can really go big. And your spirit guides are showing me here that there's so much more that you could actually make happen. But of course, it depends on you. It depends on whether this is something you want or not, because you have free will. But I do feel like this is something you want, because otherwise it would not come through that way. And what I'm seeing here is that the next chapter of your life can be this, energetically speaking, okay, this golden opportunity in which certain times have arrived in which you can show who you are. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, because the next chapter in your life is going to be the chapter in which you're going to be busy, occupied with working, with, if you have certain visions, to just bring them to life. This is motivation, okay? This reading is really motivating for you, because it's almost showing you that, okay, the waiting phase is over. The doubting yourself is over. This is all about you stepping out fearlessly. Of course, it's very natural for us to doubt certain things, you know, especially if they are new, or to be nervous, or maybe even a little bit scared when we are gonna, you know, like going on a new journey. But what I'm seeing here is that maybe at times you had limiting beliefs regarding yourself, and they were the reason why you never stepped into your power. But this next chapter is all about reclaiming your power. It's all about taking your power back and actually going focused and prioritizing, yeah, your life, and going for what it is that you want. The next phase in your life, the next chapter, is not a time in which you're gonna focus too much on distractions, okay? I'm hearing this may be something you say, I can't afford distracting myself. So it's you being really focused, okay? Looking at your goals, seeing them in your mind's eye, and really just doing what it takes to go there. Because I feel like you are gonna almost awaken this very passionate and creative side of yourself for life and just your craft in general. And you will have this inner calling almost for what it is maybe that you have been ignoring. Let's say some of you guys have been dreaming or planning for something, however, you had doubts or fears regarding it, and you just kept it at the back of your mind. And the next chapter in your life is all about bringing those things to light and really acting upon them. And also, there is this fearless energy in here, my dear Padawan. So I feel like the next chapter is really going to be a time where you are going to leave your comfort zone. However, I feel like you may have always thought about it and it used to look very scary. But when you do it, it's not going to be as scary as you thought it would be. Because it's almost what you need in life in order to go ahead or to continue. with a certain path that you would like to go onto, you need to leave your comfort zone. There is no other way to do it. And I almost see that you are gonna break this bubble, you're gonna destroy this bubble that you're in, but it's not gonna be as scary. Yeah. And actually, this journey or this way, this path, may for some of you guys lead you to a very committed relationship. That's another thing I'm seeing here. But what I'm hearing is it's important for you to focus on you, to do what feels right to you, you know, to go after your goals or dreams, and the rest will follow. So the right relationships will come in when you say yes to yourself, when you see yourself as the first person in your life and treat yourself the same way. So for some of you guys, maybe you weren't treating yourself as good as you should. This is all about you giving yourself the love you deserve and seeing how worthy you are of having those things that you want, of making those dreams come true, or taking this path that you are feeling attracted towards or called towards. Once again, my dear, there is this energy of fearlessness here, but at the same time, there is this energy of recognizing your greatness, recognizing how awesome, strong, and powerful you are, and that you are not the small me. The small me mentality will not bring you anywhere anymore in the next chapter in your life. It's all about going beyond that. It's all about enhancing your abilities and expanding yourself, and yeah, not allowing those programming or those fears to hold you back anymore. Because I do feel like maybe at one point in your life there were certain things that you wanted to do, however fears and insecurities really hold you back. And this is all about you turning this around, even if it's for the first time. But the next chapter is really, really empowering. If I had to give you an imagery to explain how this energy feels like, just imagine yourself on a horse somewhere on the field, the horse running straight forward with a speed that's just like insane, but you being on the horse and you know your chin is up and such a confidence with where you are heading, and trust, and yeah, trust in your abilities as well. And all you and this horse are focused is the head, like the path ahead, with other words, your goals. This is the energy here. It's all about going for it and not allowing the stones that may be in front of you keep you away from your greatness. For some of you guys, there is also this energy in here that in the next chapter in your life, one way or another, you're gonna reconnect with your inner child. And I know this is very random, but I do feel like there's something about you. Maybe these insecurities or the fear, okay, of leaving your comfort zone, of just seeing your greatness, going out there, seeing what you're worth, and yeah, really living the life you deserve. Maybe some insecurities or fears you have could be coming from your childhood because of heartbreak or rejection, or some kind of hardships in general that you experienced at that time in your life. Because look at that, this almost like with the Six of Cups, yeah, Five of Pentacles here as well. You could have had some somehow a rough childhood, whether it's some kind of a lack of love you experienced, or maybe literally financial lack, but I just feel like it wasn't really as ideal for you, in which you were able to express yourself or expand yourself. And this is almost the universe telling you it doesn't matter what was not there in your past, because now it's your, yeah, it's your opportunity to bring in everything you didn't have in the past into the present. And this is really going beyond the trauma. It's going beyond the past pain. However, of course, this is so much easier said than done. But I'm seeing this in your energy, you know, I'm looking at this like an observer. And let's just look at these two cards here, because they're so contradicting. Oh, excuse me, my dear. They're so contradicting. But I'm almost seeing that this is, yeah, the effect and the influence of the next chapter in your life. On one hand, you have the Three of, you know, Swords, in which this woman is like literally wounded, and you can see 3 swords inside the heart she's holding, and it's bleeding. It really looks sad, not really that, you know, optimistic, right? It looks very dark, and she also looks very, very tired. And then you have the Temperance card, which is like the card that signifies also balance. And you see that this woman has wings, and she's just at this beautiful sacred place. There are colors around her, there are butterflies around her. It just seems very lively, right? And this is a very beautiful combination, because it almost shows me that this is you reclaiming your power. This is what I already talked about, but in 2 cards illustrated. The pain that you experienced will not be able to cut your wings out and not allow you to fly. You see a future for yourself. You see where you can go, and you know what you want. So you will see a reason to leave this behind. And I feel like you are also gonna, if you haven't so far, encounter people in the next chapter of your life who are gonna be pretty supportive of you. Maybe in the past you used to have people who were just there, but they weren't really encouraging you, maybe even at times talking you out of certain things you wanted to do, like no-sayers and literally like dream catchers, right? People talking you out of your dreams or your desires or whatever it may be that that you would like to go after. And with these 2 cards being here, and you know, almost the butterflies coming in, you are gonna bring in people who see the potential in you, just the way you start seeing it in yourself. And maybe you right now are thinking about certain, goals that you have, but you don't know how you will go there. I'm hearing that your spirit guides are telling you to have trust. Sometimes we may be focused too much on the how, and therefore too much focused on the like reasons why it can't be happening, that we just kill our dreams. But sometimes it's important to just trust. Even though we don't know how it's gonna happen, we have trust that the universe, the energies, whatever it may be in your particular case, are gonna bring in the right people, bring in the right circumstances in which you can build whatever it is that you want to build. And let me tell you one thing, my dear. I could talk about this for hours, because this is something I have experienced firsthand, that living a life with trust and living a life without trust will have complete different outcomes. And that trust and belief is a superpower. And I'm pretty sure one day I will talk about this in a little bit more. But for now, this is a message for you. But not only that, I feel like this trust that's being shown here is also coming from your spirit guides. These butterflies are your spirit guides, maybe even really, guiding you and showing you the way. And know that you're not alone, because you don't. You are not alone. Let me get some oracle cards. For my dear pile 1, what's the next chapter in your life? What's coming for you? we are already seeing a lot. Okay. That's enough for my dear pile 1. What's the next chapter in your life? Okay, we have 2 cards here. Release your blocks. Assess the situation. It's also interesting how both these cards look pretty similar in a way, like with the colors and everything. Oh, and the moon phases even, both are first quarter moon. Okay, so this is really the confirmation for me with both cards being here actually, that there are some blocks that you have regarding yourself, some limiting beliefs. And once again, a lot of the beliefs we have aren't even our own. Beliefs we have gathered through life are outside influence, right? It could have been that one time you wanted to do something for yourself and then someone talked you out of it and talked you, or talked about all those different reasons why you can't do it because you don't have what it takes and only other people who are like this or that can do it. These things, they may stick around with us, especially if they are negative. And what I'm really feeling is that those blockages, those limiting beliefs in this next chapter, it's the time of your life to release them. Because if you continue or if you stay with them, like, we can't expect anything to change if we don't change, right? If we keep going the same, if we keep believing in the same limiting beliefs, we can't expect tomorrow to look any different. We need to do the first step. And I would really recommend you, my dear pile 1, to become conscious of all the things that are holding you back from your greatest version. What you can actually do is, take a piece of paper and write down how your greatest version looks like. Because we are all individuals and we all have different stories. We all come from different point of views and we all also want maybe perhaps different things from life anyways. So I would really recommend you to write a list with like how you want to live, how does your best version look like? And then write down all the insecurities or fears or blockages that you are aware of that are holding you back. And it's really important to see, are they even true? Is that even real? Or all those insecurities things that you've been taught to believe? Because the next chapter is the time in which you say no to what doesn't serve you anymore and yes to what you deserve in life. Let me get some more oracle cards. For my dear pile 1, let's see. What's the next chapter in your life? Pile 1. What's the next chapter in your life? Let's see what's coming for you, my dear pile 1. Oh, look at that. Exactly, the new beginnings card. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful because this card, or this card deck in general, it's an oracle deck, but it's tarot inspired. And this card is the Fool card. So literally the theme of today, and it's also the number 0. So it's almost this reset. So the next chapter in your life holds this opportunity for you to really reset your life to an extent, to see the potential of the new beginnings, to see that, okay, just because I have thought very small of my abilities and my life, my whole life, that doesn't mean that this is also how it should continue. It's never too late to bring a turning point in our life, especially if this turning point is for the better. And I just saw 1111, so yeah, you guys, this next chapter is a very, very significant one. And it doesn't only change the path, or let's say for those of you guys who may do some changes when it comes to career, it changes your life overall. because all our life like levels are interconnected, right? Our relationships are interconnected with our career one way or another. The way we treat ourselves is also connected to maybe the way we treat others. Our inner world is connected to our outside world, our mind, body, and emotional body, right? And energies. All our life, like different places, it's all connected, interconnected here. So this will not only bring changes in one aspect of your life, but it really will change it all together. Not perhaps, from one day from to the other, but it will influence you in the long term. And it's very, very encouraging. Let me get you one more card. One more oracle card, please, for my dear pile 1. The next chapter in your life. What's coming for you? Okay, one card fell all the way, the other. Let me see. So you got the music card, and with this card being here, I feel like this is a confirmation that you will find people who you vibe with, and you will find people who will see the greatest in you, okay? They will see this greatness, and maybe even some people who seem to be different from you in one way or another. However, internally speaking, you are definitely on the same level, and you see each other, and acceptance is also big here. So for those of you guys who have been with people, surrounding yourself with them who were not really that accepting of you, your dreams, where you would like to take your life, then these people coming in aren't equal, and they see how much potential you have. And I feel like it's not only they seeing that in you, but you will also see it in them. It's a support system. Could be brotherhood, sisterhood, like a family, okay? Of people who are strangers now, but who will be very, very close to you. And I feel like this is something actually that a lot of people need, especially right now in the world. And it's beautiful that's coming through for you, my dear. So that's amazing. Yeah. So, my dear pal 1, this is actually all I have for you. So it's a very exciting chapter, and I'm sending you much positive energy on this journey, and you can do it, okay? You can do it. I'm not only saying it like that, it's your energy. This is who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to express yourself and be your greatest version, and you are on the path towards it. But be aware that it's gonna be, a very busy time, a busy chapter, because maybe for some, you will just dive into work and just, go for your dreams, but it's actually a very, very positive one. It's gonna maybe take you 10 steps forward, okay? So my dear pal 1, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something that resonated with you, or there is something that you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload a pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you're interested in a personal reading, or you just would like to get further information regarding one, you can feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what's the next chapter in your life? What's coming for you? Now, my dear, we're going to start straight away with some tarot cards, and afterwards we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, what's the next chapter in your life? For my dear pile 2. One more shuffle for my dear pile 2. What's coming? All right. So let's see. Pile 2. What's the next chapter in your life? Ooh, okay. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. That's very, very nice. Let's see. Let's see, too many cards. What's the next chapter? Wow, 9 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. The 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, the 8 of Pentacles. The Sun. Awesome. Okay. 4 of Cups. The 4 of Swords. Interesting. 4-4 here. And we have the Queen of Wands. Now let's get you guys one last card. Okay. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now let me just make sure that all the cards are visible. Okay. And at the back of the deck, interesting, we have the 10 of Swords here. So the next chapter of your life is, yeah, indicating an ending. It's an ending. And I really see here what's happening. So first of all, let me just start with that your energy, or this energy, is so much different from pile 1 as an example. Because for you guys, it's almost like, okay, let's say pile 1 is starting to work and, yeah, really create the kind of circumstance in which they can profit off in the future. For you guys, this is all about you already like doing it. In this chapter, you will be able to get the fruits of your labor, okay? And that's a very, very beautiful energy, because it's almost like finally you're getting what you deserve. All the hard work, or the blood, sweat, and tears, they have been, yeah, worth it. And now you can see the results. The results are coming. This is the energy of your next chapter, my dear pal 2. Now let me dive a little bit deeper. What I'm seeing first of all is that the next chapter in your life is gonna be a very abundant one, okay? So on multiple levels, first of all, let me start with, you know, like finances. I really see that you're gonna be at a very abundant place. So it could be the case that some of you guys have been waiting for some kind of a, maybe like, let's say, raise of salary, or some of you guys have been really working towards an upgrade, right? A higher position, just something regarding you being in a much more abundant, you know, like position. This is something I'm seeing for you. I see that you will have enough in which you can actually enjoy your money, because very often, you know, people work, but that doesn't mean that they can also enjoy the money they're making, because sometimes the bills are just too much, or there are not a lot of opportunities in which they can still afford doing so. This chapter in your life is one in which you will be able to enjoy. It's like, honestly, it's like seriously this energy of summertime. You know, like in the summertime, everything just feels so much more better. Like the sun is shining, there is great weather, and everyone feels so uplifted, so good. Everyone just has a smile on their face. It's such a difference comparing it to, let's say, a very harsh and cold winter. And this is the next chapter in your life. So the summertime is definitely coming through here. And I know this is about, you know, the next chapter in your life, and I will definitely do a reading regarding what's coming this summer, but I'm almost feeling that we are actually getting hints here. And the summertime is gonna be really, really beautiful for you. I see you doing a lot of different activities. For some of you guys, I literally am seeing travel regarding this next chapter in your life, okay? I'm even seeing long distance for some. Not only long distance, it could be the case that for some of you guys, you've been saving money for a certain destination, or that someone has asked you to go with them. But there's just this energy of moving in here. And the next chapter in your life, my dear pal, too, will include some kind of a travel. For the majority of you guys, it's gonna be long distance, but for others of you, could also just be within the country you are in. Maybe going to another state for some time, or yeah, just you're gonna see more. And I feel like you're gonna see a lot of nature, especially for those of you guys who may be in big cities. You are gonna go somewhere in which there is much more nature, a lot of like animals around, but it feels really, really nice. I just feel like you're gonna enjoy yourself. The next chapter in your life, you will be able to enjoy yourself and really enjoy that summertime. So different from Pal 1, indeed. And not only that, for a lot of you guys, I also see as an example, if this is your cup of tea, summer flirts, you know, a lot of flirting, a lot of playful energy. It's kind of like you're just going out there and you just want to enjoy life, you know? Like if you meet great people, you want to have a great time with them. And your cup is gonna feel not only half full, it's literally gonna be full, okay? And you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel this abundance energy. Once again, not only when it comes to your finances, but it's your overall energy, emotionally, and as an example. You're gonna feel so great about yourself. And you're also gonna feel so eager to connect with other people who share the same enthusiasm like you. And especially for those of you guys who may even be a little bit introverted, it's gonna be easier for you to meet, I'm hearing, kind-hearted people. So this could actually be a summer in which you guys will make new friendships, or you guys will not only meet new people but also see a lot of new places and do new activities. So as an example, 1 year from now, you may think of the summer of 2022, and there are those little like adventurous moments and activities that you will think about that you will have done for the first time. So there are some firsts here in general. I feel like this excitement for life, you are gonna do some first things in your life in the summer. Some of you guys could be a first relationship ever. For others, it could be a first travel with friends. For others, it could be just anything really. Let's say the first time in which you were really able to just create the summer for you, right? Because you have some financial, opportunities for that. But this summer also is gonna be a very healing one. So the next chapter in your life, because I feel like this is also a time to recharge, right? Maybe for a lot of you guys, you have been working a lot and doing a lot. And now that you can actually get the fruits of your labor, you also have the time and opportunities to, just to enjoy it, but also recharge your batteries. I actually feel like it's much needed for you to recharge yourself. And the next chapter will bring that opportunity. With the Queen of Wands being here, the next chapter in your life also holds a lot of creation potential. So what I mean with that is, I feel like you guys are people who are very passionate. You may have a lot of different ideas. You may be the kind of person who has so much in their mind that they would like to do, so many ideas, so many like projects, or just in general things that you are burning for and you're really, really passionate about. Could even be a little bit more creative for some of you guys. And with the Queen of Wands being here, the next chapter in your life is all about stepping into that power, doing things that you're passionate about, doing things that you love, not doing things just because you have to, because, well, responsibilities and so on, but really doing things because it makes you happy. And this is what this summer is all about. It's about you doing things for you because they fulfill you. And you are gonna feel that big time, my dear. Because for some, maybe the last summer was not like you weren't really in a position where you were able to enjoy it. Maybe even for some years now, you weren't able to really have a great summer for yourself because you were occupied and just very, very busy, or maybe the circumstances were not just, they weren't really ideal, you couldn't do it. For some, maybe even because of COVID, right? You weren't able to travel or do certain activities, go to festivals, do something great for yourself. And now this summer is gonna be this time in which, yeah, you will be able to reconnect with those aspects of your life and reconnect with things you just love to do. I'm almost seeing that this summer is gonna be a summer full of memories. You know, like sometimes there are years in our lives in which, yeah, let's say summer 2015 as an example, and you just remember all those different memories and all those different people or places you've visited, and it just brings joy back into you. This is also going to be the same thing with the summertime and the next chapter of your life. You're also going to look back to it and just, yeah, have a smile for all the different memories you've gathered. Look at this. With the Six of Pentacles being here, let me show you guys. So she's opening this basket, I believe. And then we see all those different pentacles coming through. I almost feel like you open this basket and you have all those different memories when it comes to this summer, when it comes to the next chapter. So yeah, a lot you can look forward to for sure. Now, I would like to get you some oracle cards as well. Let's see. Oh, by the way, another thing, for some of you guys, next chapter can also bring in a love interest. Also a little bit more serious, because I already had the energy of flirting, right? And just having fun. But with the Ace of Cups being here, it's just a new beginning in love in general. So you could also meet someone for the long term, especially with Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles energy be next to it. So let's say someone that you can create something long term with. But I just feel like it's gonna be such a loving summer, and you're gonna meet people who you're gonna be on the same page with. So let's see. For my dear pile 2, what's the next chapter in your life? So the summertime for sure has come through for you guys, and honestly this has made me so excited for the summertime myself. So yeah, so let's see. Okay, for my dear pile 2, what's the next chapter in your life? Let's see. What's the next chapter in your life? Ooh. A lot of different cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, one card was turned over, and look at that. This card says, take inspired action. Wow, that's beautiful. Let me get you one more card from this tarot deck. Too many cards. Only one, please. Only one. I don't know why, like, 3 cards come through together. For my dear pile 2, what's coming for you in the next chapter in your life? What's coming? Okay. And you also got the reflect on your priorities. Okay, so with this card being here, I do feel like it's gonna be a summer, but also a phase in your life, or a chapter in your life, better to say, in which you are gonna be very, very active once again. But it's gonna also be so inspiring, right? And the Queen of Wands is really inspirational queen for me out of all the 4 queens, because she's just so alive, and the passion and love she has for what she does and for people around her, that's just so inspiring. Like, alone that, right? And this next chapter is gonna bring you a lot of opportunities in which you can get inspiration from. So not only that, I see that this inspiration can be gathered for creating something. So as an example, this doesn't have to resonate with you, but this is just so you guys understand what I mean. Let's say some of you guys are gonna have such a beautiful summer and you're gonna get some inspiration from it, writing a book, right? Because you may have done certain things that were really inspiring, and from your experiences, you are just gonna write about it and so on. So something very, very inspiring about it. And this inspiration comes from the passion and the great time that you're gonna have. Once again, also through the people you're gonna meet, because I feel like for some, you may meet very, very inspiring people. With reflect on your priorities being here, this is actually a very beautiful card, because it almost seems like you filtering out things that you want to stay in your life and things that you don't want to take with you anymore, right? The 10 of Swords, oh my goodness, wow, look at that. And the 4 of Wands, we have the 10 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Cups. How beautiful is that? I was just about to say that the 10 of Swords is the card of a painful ending, right? Sometimes when we are at a point in your life where it's just not moving anywhere, we need to put an ending to it. Yes, this ending may be pretty painful, but we understand that it's necessary, and we need to bring an end to something to bring a new beginning in, right? Because when something doesn't end, we can't also bring something new into it. So everything first needs the ending, and then the beginning starts. With you guys, my dear pal, too, it's the same. I really feel like the 10 of Swords here is also signifying you prioritizing your life and really seeing, okay, the people I've had in my life, are they actually good for me? Should they actually be in my life? Or are they a little bit toxic or not the best, right? But not only when it comes to people, it could also be regarding your life in general, where your life is heading. I just feel like it's gonna be such an inspiring time in which you're just gonna reflect on your life and revalue everything basically. And you're gonna choose the 10 of Cups for yourself. You're gonna choose an environment and people who bring the best out of you, but also inspire you, also make you just feel very secure. So for some of you guys, this summer can actually bring new people in and also make you release old people who are not good for you according to yourself, because for some reason you feel like they are toxic or abusive even for some, and you're just gonna really reflect on that and show them the door. Let's continue. For my dear pile 2, let me get you 2 more oracle cards. First of all, one from this oracle deck. What's coming for you? What's the next chapter in your life, my dear pal 2? What's the next chapter in your life? Let's give it one last shuffle. What's the next chapter in your life? All right, okay. For my dear pal 2, what's the next chapter in your life? What's the, okay. Wow. Look at that, you guys. Anahata. Wow. This, like, do I even have to say more? With the 10 of Cups, the Sun, the Ace of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the Heart Chakra, like, You guys, this is the next chapter of your life is full with love. It's full of great memories. It's just this time, and this is why I said it, okay? I told you it's gonna be the kind of chapter or the kind of summer in which you will think back to, and you will have gathered those beautiful memories who will stay a lifetime. This is what this pile feels like. There is no other way to say it. And yes, with Anahata being here, you could actually even connect with people who you will have a heart-to-heart connection to, which will go beyond this chapter or this summer, but be something long-term. Oh my goodness, this is probably my favorite pile, not only when it comes to this reading, but in a very long time. Like, I wish this could be my summer. But let's see, let's get you guys one last card for my dear pile 2. What's the next chapter in your life? What's coming? All right, enough. So let's see, what's the next chapter? Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. You got to connect with the earth. But for me, the main word here is connection. This next chapter is all about connecting, my dear. Connecting with others, but also connecting with yourself. Recharging. Doing something good. Connecting with nature, right? For those of you guys who will travel, going to beautiful places, seeing more, and just overall having a great time. That's all I can really, see in here. And yeah, so my dear pal 2, this is actually all I have for you. I wish you all the best and such a great time on this path and this phase in your life this summer. And yeah, my dear, so feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there's something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I up new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or you would just like to get further information regarding one, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what's the next chapter in your life, what's coming for you. Now first of all, my dear, I will get you some tarot cards, and later on we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. But first, let's see for my dear pile 3, what's coming for you, what's the next chapter in your life. For my dear pile 3, what's the next chapter in your life? Pile 3. One more shuffle. What's the next chapter in your life? Let's see. Okay. So for my dear pile 3. Okay, so the first card we have is the Ace of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups. The Page of Swords. Oops, okay. A lot of cards fell. Only one, oops. Let me see. Few also turned over. Look at that. For my dear pile 3. Wow, you also got the 4 of Wands. That's beautiful. For my dear pile 3, what's the next chapter in your life? We got the Magician card coming through with the Wheel. Okay, let me see. Wow, we got the 6 of Cups here turning over. For my dear pile 3, what's the next chapter in your life? What's the next chapter? Okay. Empress. Wow. Pile 3, like your cards. Let's get you one last card. What's the next chapter? Okay. And the last card we have here is the Four of Cups. At the back of the deck, we have the Moon card. Okay. So let me make sure that all the cards are visible. Yeah. So my dear pal 3, where should I start? So what's the next chapter in your life? There is a lot we need to talk about here. First of all, what I'm seeing here for you guys is that in the next chapter of your life, a lot of you guys are gonna be very protective of yourselves. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of you guys are, you know, there is this energy of community in here. I see that coming through pretty heavenly, but not only that, we also have the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups here, which are cards which, you know, like signify connections with other people, family, friends, and so on. But what I'm feeling and why I first said protectiveness is that you are gonna see who you are gonna take to the next phase of your life and who you won't. So some of you guys just are, you're done. You're done with exposing your energy to everyone, to like allowing everyone to just access it. And you know, sometimes maybe you feel yourself surrounded with people who are just draining you, people who you know deep down aren't really supposed to stay because they don't have a great influence on you. But maybe for some time you just tolerated them because maybe they were friends from your like school time, or they are somehow connected to your environment. This next chapter, and this is the first thing I'm seeing for you, my dear pal 3, you're gonna say no. You are gonna say no, not only to people, but to energies in general who are just not good for you anymore. And it's almost like you're gonna have this epiphany moment that you don't want to take the same energies with you from one chapter to the another chapter to the another chapter of your life. Because if you take, I feel like those energies are almost like burdens. You know, sometimes because we are so used to negativity around us, we don't even realize that we could say no to it, or that we don't have to take it with us, that we ourselves, like, we are responsible to put an end to it. Of course, regarding or according to the circumstance, sometimes it may not be as easy as it sounds, because maybe sometimes those people are related to us and it's very difficult for us to say no to maybe family members. It's a little bit more complicated, right? But nevertheless, you are gonna have this epiphany moment in which you're gonna realize, I choose myself. Whenever I say yes to those toxic people or the toxicity, I say no to myself. And this is not how I should treat myself. You're just gonna see how much energy you would have left if you like didn't have to waste it on them, or waste it on, let's say, drama, negative circumstances, just things that don't make you blossom. And in your next chapter in your life, it's all about blossoming. It's all about just doing what feels right to you. And it starts with the energies we surround ourselves with, whether it be people or just in general circumstances. So this is the first thing I'm seeing for you, my dear pal 3. I don't know why I was about to say pile 1, but pile 3, this is gonna be very, very major. And I feel like when we compare you at the beginning of the chapter to the end of the next chapter in your life, you're gonna just be on such a different level, because a lot of things that used to make you vibrate really, really low and almost like vampires, like energy vampires, they're not gonna be in your energy at the end of this chapter. But it's not only that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have been waiting to do something, but you may have never really known when the right time is for doing it. Let me just tell you, the next chapter with the wheel being here, that's the divine timing card. It's the right time. If you had certain things you wanted to do, and I'm getting a very, very general energy here, so it's not telling me whether it's work related, relation related, or just in general personally, you and your hobbies or whatever you may want to do. Next chapter is the time to do so. The next chapter is a great time for you to do things you always wanted to do. And by the way, for you guys, I'm getting something a little bit similar to Pal 2, because I also see for you guys travel energy being here. So in the next chapter, you may go on a travel, you may do something you wanted to do in a very long time, and this is why the wheel card energy is coming through. Something you've been waiting to do, and let me tell you that the next chapter is gonna be, the right time for it. Not only that, with the Three of Cups being here, I also see that in this next chapter, you may experience a lot of celebrations, maybe even festivals. Just, I see you in a lot of social gatherings. The Three of Cups for me is or let's say not but one of the cards that can signify social gatherings, love interactions, and I see that this is something you're gonna do. And in this next chapter, you guys could literally be invited to a lot of birthdays, maybe even weddings, festivals, could be once again with the travel energy coming through, even maybe trips. But I just see that you are gonna go to places here for sure. It's not gonna be a chapter in your life in which you are in the hermit mode. That's not what this feels like. It feels the complete opposite. Maybe for some of you guys, you have been in the hermit mode, but now you will come out of it. It's the time in your life in which I just see you voicing your opinion. But not only that, also being very, very curious. For some of you guys, you could have definitely been in the hermit mode, and it's almost like now you come out of it, now you come out of your shell, and you just want to experience, you just want to see, you just want to learn. You're gonna be really, really eager to gather more and more information or experiences. It can be a very active, but not in the way perhaps Pile 2 was coming through, a little bit different. Because for some of you guys, the next chapter in your life can also be you gathering a lot, but also on a mental level. Maybe for some of you guys, you have certain goals when it comes to your career. And let's say, as an example, some of you guys are still in university and there is this award or just something that you would like to achieve, but for that you need to get some knowledge and make yourself suitable for it. For those of you guys who are not in university, it could also maybe be career related. Maybe some of you guys would like to go for a different position, but for now you maybe need to go for a training, or maybe you need to get a certain skill to suit this position. Let me just tell you that what I'm receiving here is that you absolutely can do it. Don't let other people talk you out of it. You have what it takes. You can make it. So if you really want to go to a certain training or do something to enhance your skills and so on, this is a yes. This is all about you going to the next level. There's really no way around it. Also with the Empress, I have said this multiple times. The Empress for me indicates becoming our greatest version. So, sometimes people are scared of changing themselves because they may feel like, they're not true to who they are. But maybe change is not the right word here. Let's say transform, because transforming ourselves is actually one of the most natural things we should do, because transformation is life, transformation is nature, and we also go through different cycles in our life in which we need to adapt, changes come in, and yeah, we are either forced or we willingly like to go through transformations to better ourselves, right? That's the same with you. I feel like in this next chapter for you, my dear pal 3, you are going to go through a transformation. It could even be the case for some of you guys, this transformation can be even physically. Maybe for some of you, you would like to, I'm hearing glow up, so take it how it resonates, but this is something I just heard. So maybe you would like to somehow physically become your greatest version. Maybe also when it comes to your health, you would either like to gain weight or lose weight, take it how it resonates, maybe even do sports or become more active. But I am seeing you on the path of, yeah, glowing up. This is what I'm hearing here. But not only physically, you know, becoming in shape or supporting your health, supporting your physical body, and therefore becoming your greatest version or experiencing this glow up. It's also something internally. So this next chapter in your life is definitely bringing this in, but it also has something mentally. Maybe you're going to become mentally stronger as well, or even emotionally. If I look at this energy here, I feel like you are going to go much more into yourself and realize what it is that you actually want from life. And it's almost like from there on, you're going to choose people, you're going to choose circumstances in which this greatest version of you can grow in. So maybe for some of you guys, this transformation is also regarding your, yeah, place. This is an internal transformation. I know the death card is not in here, but the death card energy is so dominant. In the next chapter of your life, my dear, be prepared. Changes are coming in. But just a word to calm your nerves. For those of you guys who may be a little bit scared of changes, changes don't mean bad things. Sometimes we need changes in life to go forward. And I know a lot of people feel some type of insecurity regarding changes because, well, changes do mean some insecurity, something unknown. And we as human beings, we may feel a little bit uneasy when we don't know anything or when we think about something which is unknown to us. But this is all about you trusting the journey, trusting that the changes you will go through, the transformation also regarding yourself, is gonna bring the best things into your life. And just look at the Empress for a second. Let me show you. Look at the illustration. It almost feels like she is taking her jacket off, right? And look at all the things that are coming out of it. This is the same. It's almost like you are, you know, transforming yourself and putting everything away that's not serving you anymore and making room for all the greatness that deserves to be in your life. So when it comes to the next chapter, for sure, transformation is a thing here. I also feel like for some, with the Four of Wands being here, it's a very homey kind of energy for me. So for those of you guys who have families or are in a family, actively maybe even living with other people, the next chapter in your life is gonna be heavily influenced by them, but I feel like in a very, very positive way, in which you're gonna have a lot of great time that you will, yeah, spend with them. Especially for those of you guys who may have not been able to spend quality time with your loved ones. this next chapter is gonna bring an opportunity in which you can do so, okay? Especially if you have been occupied for some time and you weren't able. The next chapter is gonna bring opportunities in which not only friends, not only family, but also friends. So your social circle is gonna come back if you weren't able to nurture it a lot like the past couple of months or weeks, okay? But let me get you some oracle cards. I would like to look a little bit deeper into this energy, and let's see what's the next chapter in your life, my dear pal 3. What's the next chapter? Okay. What's the next chapter in your life? Oops, okay. Look at that. Belief in your good luck. This is exactly what I was talking about. Believing that the changes that are coming are for the better. Once again, yes, changes can be pretty scary, but who says that they always have to take us somewhere bad? And this card is really confirming that. It says good luck, and for me, with other words, it means, yeah, good things coming on your path. And this is really the confirmation here. So don't be scared of the transformation you will go to. In fact, it's the transformation you need. And of course, with Sagittarius energy being here, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, there is movement, there is travel in this next chapter. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Speak your world into being. Didn't I just told you guys that it almost feels like you are gonna voice your opinion? Vishati, yeah, it really came through. You are gonna step into a much more authentic version of yourself. You're gonna give yourself the freedom to be your authentic self. No matter who's in front of you, no matter how the circumstance, you deserve to have this freedom, no matter what. By the way, with this card being here as well, speak your world into being, it has this manifestation energy about it. It's almost like us speaking into existence, the kind of version that we want from life, or really co-creating with other words. So the next chapter in your life can actually also be a chapter in which, with the wheel card, it actually makes a lot of sense. This is the divine timing. A lot of manifestations, yeah, manifesting themselves. Also with the moon card being here, right? The moon card, this very mysterious energy, but also showing that something in the hidden comes to light. So for a lot of you guys, manifestations you've been working for are coming in. Ah, that's so beautiful. Wow, pile 3. That's amazing. Let me see. I would like to get more information. Let me get you 2 more oracle cards. For my dear pile 3, what's coming for you? What's the next chapter in your life? A lot of cards fell. I'm gonna take the one that turned over. Wow. Look at that, you guys. You got the spiritual union energy. This actually goes beautifully with what I just said. There is this spiritual energy in your next chapter. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe this is literally what you have been manifesting, a union. But regardless of that, this is really confirming to me that you have been succeeding with like consciously manifesting, and it's coming through. Because you have been manifesting from your heart. And you have been patient. It's something else I'm hearing. You've been very, very patient. And the divine timing is finally there. Let me see. For my dear pile 3, one last card. The next chapter in your life. What do you need to know about it? For my dear pile 3. One more shuffle. Okay. So let's see. One card, please, for my dear pile 3. Okay. Positive affirmations. Yeah. This is the time of your manifestations coming through, but not only that, with this card being here, I also feel like it's a great time for those of you guys who are on a self-love journey to connect with yourself even more. Because once again, we have talked about authentic self, right? Becoming our authentic self, becoming our greatest version. But the most important relationship regarding this is the relationship to ourselves. So putting ourselves first, but also giving ourselves the love, right? So yeah, you guys, the next chapter of your life will have a lot of significance regarding your self-love journey. You will put yourself first. You will really dive into your, yeah, maybe for some of you guys, you will even do some shadow work. And really go deep within and see where you are connected to yourself and where you are disconnected. And then, yeah, work from there. But very beautiful energy, pile 3. I love this so much. Maybe this self-love energy is also coming through because for some you've been doing hermit mode work, I'm hearing. And yeah, working successfully on your self-love journey. But nevertheless, it's coming through here. You will connect with yourself on a complete different level because you deserve it. And because, yeah, you are love. That's it. And look at this. I love myself. Brave, beautiful, worthy, and grateful. Beautiful. I choose love, yeah. But yeah, so pile 3, this is actually all I have for you. Such a beautiful reading. So changes are coming. You will go through transformation here. Be ready. But I feel like you are ready because it's coming through and the divine timing card is here. So it's at the right time. It needs to come through. So yeah, my dear pal 3, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something that resonated with you, if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you will not get any notification when I upload something new. Also, my dear, if you're interested in a personal reading or you just would like to get further information regarding one, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to follow me on Instagram to connect with me more even there, you can feel free to join me there. The link is in the description box. But yeah, my dear pal 3, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful night, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.